Here we have the Stackfield 13-inch HT ShortStack drum. So this drum is essentially the same thing as a marching snare drum, but without the shell, as you can see. And the point of having just the top part of a snare drum is, well, one, it is a lot cheaper than an actual snare drum. The ShortStack is $179.95, whereas a normal marching snare is around $800 for one of the top brands. So this is a good product for someone who wants to have their own marching snare at home, but maybe you don't feel like paying full price. This is also much more lightweight than a regular snare. This is only 5.85 pounds, so if you want to travel anywhere, you can just throw this in your suitcase or backpack and you'll have a drum with you. And this drum, it comes with the head that's on it, the Remo Black Max drum head. That is the default head for this drum, and the rim and the hardware is all the same that is on a regular marching snare. And you can tune it just like any other drum. Let's give this one a little more of a crank, because I like my marching snare nice and cranked. Yeah, to me, this just feels exactly like a regular marching snare. It's the same exact head, same response. Everything is exactly the same. So I guess the major difference between this and a regular snare is there is no snares. So I guess technically it's not a snare drum, it's just a flub drum, I guess. A flub drum with a Kevlar head that you can hear really, really well. So there is no bottom head on here. This is the bottom of the one head. It's just the same Kevlar head on here. Last thing I'm going to do is a sound comparison test to a real drum. This is my brand new Mapex drum. They're tuned to about the same pitch. Yeah, so the difference in sound you can definitely tell. This has the snare response on the bottom head. But in terms of the feel of the drum, it's exactly the same. Yeah, literally the same. It's the same head with the same tuning, and yeah, it's a great practice drum for anybody at home, although it's not a practice pad. Okay, it is a drum. Yeah, it's very loud. It's as loud as a drum, so you're not going to want to play this on like the school bus or in the library or anything. So here we have the Solo somethings. I don't know what these are called because the description on Amazon and Reverb is just a bunch of words. But I'm gonna call them the stick spinners because that's what they do. They spin your sticks. Well, these don't do it, but they make it so it's easy to do it. So yeah, it's basically just a little ring here that you can just easily put on the butt end of the drumstick and slide it up to where your fulcrum goes. Put your finger right in the hole and you are now the best drumstick spinner the world has ever seen. Fun fact, I'm the best drumstick spinner the world has ever seen. I have 2 Guinness World Records for it. Although it is illegal to use the stick spinners for that, I had to do it manually. So I'm not gonna lie, these are not as easy as it may seem. It does take some practice to figure out how to get the stick spinning and also how to catch it afterwards. I'm still trying to figure that out. Like how do you catch the stick out of the spin? It's pretty hard. Yeah, I guess I like flick it with the top of my fingers there. I think another pretty good unintended feature of these is that as long as you set them up in the right spot, it's good for like a beginner to know exactly where the fulcrum is on the stick, because yeah, this doesn't move at all. So perfect fulcrum accuracy right there. And even though this has this, the ring and all the rubber on there and the grip, I can still play everything that I normally do on the drum set. I've seen something very similar with some marching bass drum lines where they have stick spinny devices. And I actually have a pair of bass drum mallets here that have that. What most lines do is they'll just like put a little piece of string or twine and then tape it onto the mallet. And it functions exactly the same as the solo stick spinner. Yep, just twirl your bass drum mallet around. I think the only downside is that now you are literally a one-trick pony with your stick tricks. Yeah, because you can no longer do just the regular stick flip, the inward stick flip, the side flip, this twisty thingy. You can't do this. But this thing kind of looks cooler than all of those, so I guess choose what you want here. But I am gonna debunk the description of these because this is a lot of very inaccurate information. Never drop your drumsticks again. That is not true. I can drop these very easily. Like it slides off your finger if you're not too careful. Increase drumming endurance and playability. I don't understand that at all. Like how can this help your endurance? That doesn't make any sense. It's saying you won't get hand cramps, calluses, or blisters after hours of playing. That is false, all right? Yeah, any experienced drummer knows you're gonna probably get some blisters, especially when you first start chopping out a lot, and I don't know how this would prevent blisters. I think it would just, you know, make it easier to get a blister, if anything, because this is a rubber surface. They are easy to install and take off, but they do not work with all size drumsticks, okay? I tried it on my marching sticks and it doesn't fit, okay? Because those are some thick boys. Yeah, overall this is a fun product. I say it's worth it if you want to do some very fast stick twirls, just like I can do without them. If you want to be exactly like me, then you might need this to cheat and get there. These are Boomwhackers, and hopefully you guys have had a chance to screw around with these because these are so much fun. So each of these plastic tubes is cut to make a specific pitch. We have C, also known as Do. We got D, also known as Re, and we have the whole major scale all the way up to an octave. Yeah, the logistics of these are actually quite difficult. Trying to figure out how to play them, and also when you put them down, it makes all this noise. It's very distracting. I mean, I could just do all editing chops like the Boomwhacker lady, but we're gonna go all natural for this video. So these also come with these little caps that you can put on, and that lowers the pitch an entire octave. Very cool, and we can play more stuff if I can figure anything out. Another very exciting Boomwhacker feature is that they can be used as drumsticks. Now, the only way you can actually hear the pitch of the Boomwhacker is if you hit the rim with it. Because the head, it just sounds like the drum.